Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mia. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. There's a subscribe button right down there. Next to it, you find a bell. Ding that, choose all, and you'll get a notification whenever I put up a new video. If you're back, hi, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you all. I mean, I appreciate every one of you stopping by to watch my videos. So, yeah, thank you. And before anybody leaves, I would appreciate if you would give my video a thumbs up. P Please wait until I'm done, okay? But give the video a thumbs up. And I would love it if you would leave a comment down below, either to my questions or just to say hi. So this video is called a Wip Chat. If you don't know what that is, WIP, W-I-P, means work in progress, and chat, well, that means I'm gonna chat your ears off for a while. But today, we're doing it a little different. This is a kit down and chat because I finished Secret Garden by Josephine Wall. Yes, I did. Woohoo! I'm still missing some drills because I ran out of a color. I ran out of 3371. But a sweet Danish girl who also diamond paints kits from Diamond Art Club has promised to send me some. So I'm waiting for those. Yeah, but otherwise, I'm gonna kit this down. I have a box over here, and it's still very much in turmoil because I haven't figured out how I wanted to do it. So I'm basically just putting each color in these little baggies, write the DMC number on it, and later I'm gonna figure out how I want to do this. Hopefully. So yeah. Let's get started. How are you all? I hope you have a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. Usually I have my whipping chats on Tuesdays, but yesterday I was so tired. I couldn't even. I fell asleep whenever I sat down. So, yeah. That's why I postponed it for today. I'm still tired and I'm still see, hold on. Oh, sorry, I still have all the side effects from my medication, so I'm sorry for yawning and I don't know what. That is all part of my medication that I'm taking. So yeah, let's get started. I hope you have a great day. Please let me know down in the comments what you're working on, if you're diamond painting, if you're crochet, knit, cross stitch, whatever you're doing. And yeah, you can chit bleh. You can look at this kit down and chat as a keep you company. You can clean, you can work alongside me. Some use it as a podcast while they're taking a walk outside or driving around town doing errands. But yeah, use it as you wish. Let me know down below what you're doing while listening to me rambling along as always. Yeah, so this little baggie, I keep all my bags that I haven't opened. So in this kit, I have an extra 310 bag that I didn't open. It was closed that I had to open it, but I succeeded. So now I have 3 whole bags that if I ever run out of one of these colors, I have a whole bag. That is nice. So first up, I'm gonna take out the ABs. I don't have a system, okay? That is just what I like to do the last time. This is only my second Diamond Art Club kit that I finished. So I'm sorry for whatever I'm gonna do and you yell at me. Please do. You're welcome to yell at me. This is so wrong. And you can write down in the comment field how you do it, okay? So, okay. I have number 100, 129, 131, and 141. In my little box over here, I already have a number 100. And since I'm like, okay, the ABs is pretty much the same no matter what, I'm just going to dump them in here because it's the iridescent coating on them that I'm going to use, right? Now I have a little more 100. Then I have 104, 109, 118. So I'm going to need some of the little baggies here. I'm going to need one for 129 and one for 131. So we have, oh, yeah, I need the other end. I have two ends. No, that's too little. I have two ends on this pen. So I think this is the one that isn't working. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, much better. 129 and 131. I'm gonna leave them to dry just a second. So I hope you had a wonderful week so far, and also since last time we spoke. I had, I think, a pretty good week. I mean, I have a horrible short-term memory, so I might forget a lot of things. That is totally possible, okay? But if my memory serves me right, I did have a good weekend. Hold on. Where did I put my... I lost myself. I did lose myself. Where did I put that one? Hold on. Hold on just 1 second. I'm trying to find something. I'm back. I was trying to find my little bag of dryer sheets. I put one in every little of these baggies just to make sure that I don't have too much static in these baggies. Usually I don't have big issues with ABs, and I talk like I've done this forever, but there is a little static, okay? So that is why I use these dryer sheets. What do you use to prevent static drills? I know there are so many ways of doing it by now, and I have to say, so far, what has been working for me is the dryer sheets. Also, because I can't get a lot of all the things that you Americans use. I mean, I've never heard of static guard. Then you use these little beads. I haven't found these either. I might be lucky. In one little store we have, where you can get all sort of stuff from all over the world. 141 is the last AB, but I have to go into town and look at that. So that is another way of preventing static. Then, but I keep hearing that this doesn't really work at all. Some people put their drills in the freezer. I haven't heard that that is working very well. But if it works for you, yay, I'm happy for you. Okay, next bag is going to be what was the color down here? That was 154. So we're gonna need a 165. Yeah. I heard some people are freezing them, which isn't possible for me, and I've also heard it doesn't work really. Then some people are using rubbing alcohol on a Q-tip. I haven't tried that either because my head starts spinning if I use static guard, so I would prefer not doing that. But yeah. What else? Then there, the static guard, you also put on a Q-tip. And I can't remember the other ones right now on the top of my head, but I would love to know what you're doing to prevent static in your drills, because that might be something I can use as well. These look pretty much the same. I try to look if the color is too different in the drills, because then I will put them in another bag on its own, just because I don't want them to be too different in the bag in case I need them for other projects. Hold on a second. Somebody is driving in to my house. Hold on. Back. I just realized I said that they rode into the house. They didn't. They drove up to the house. So sorry. Oh my God. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Oh dear, oh dear. I'm just writing ahead a few of these numbers so they can dry a little. Just because, So I'm trying to sell a bike, but I haven't, given out my address to anybody. So somebody drove up to our house and I was like, wait, why are people here? But they were just in the wrong cul-de-sac, so they wanted to move their car around so they could get out again, which is fine, but please, please don't drive up to my house. I get scared every time. Are these not the same color? I mean, not the same dye lot? Do I need to make another bag? Are they very, very different? No, not that different. That's okay. I mean, sometimes you can see a big difference in color, and that isn't. Now, see, it's just a teeny. You can't even see the difference. Can you see? No. It's okay. I know some people just mix them and then they pour them into one of their trays, and then they just pick up the ones that they need, that color that is closest. But my perfectionism would never be able to do that. I mean, I don't know, I'm just very perfectionistic when it comes to that. This is 318. I mean, I have some of these colors that goes duk duk duk, Here I have 17, 18, 21. And, oh, where was it? Yeah, here. 433, 434, 435, 436, and 437. That is wow. I'm like, that is a lot of, good shading, I think. We have to look at it when we get to those, because right now I can't remember if they are all basically, some of them are greenish and some of them are brown. So yeah. What have I been doing? Not much, really. Last week I told you on Monday we were at a big play park with Rosa and my brother, and we had a lot of fun. I played almost 4 hours with Rosa because whenever she wanted, I need to see if they are the same. They are. Every time she wanted to go on the swing or climb something, it was like, come on, Auntie. And she grabbed my hand and off we went. And I absolutely loved every second of it. But I knew that it would come at a cost just because I was active, I was running around with that little girl and I was swinging her on the swing. And she wants to go high, okay? Every time I swung her and pushed her swing, it would be like, Auntie, higher, Auntie, higher. So, yeah. But it was fun. And yeah, when we came home, I was tired, but in a good way. Then the next morning, I had some chair training with my mother-in-law. I have been told that gymnastics is something where you make a lot of jumps and hoops and I don't know what, so maybe just chair training will do for now. That is on the care facility where she lives. They try to keep the elderly moving, which I am all into that. I mean, please, my mother-in-law really needs it, and she enjoyed it. And we made a deal that I should come back this week and do it again. But I will tell you more about that in a minute. So yes, that meant because of all that exertion, I mean, even Monday would have been enough. So Wednesday and Thursday, I was basically unable to do anything. I could get out of bed more or less on my own, but Wednesday David had to find me clothes to wear because I wasn't able to get into my dresser. Getting my arms up and anything, that was impossible. But yeah, that is my life sometimes. Then on Thursday, I was able to get up on my own. I was able to get my clothes on my own. So that was a little better. I was still sleeping most of the day away, which is, what I do when I'm in pain. Or not when I'm in pain, because that would mean that I'm sleeping all the time, but when I am in extra pain, having a really bad day. So yeah, I was sleeping like I was on Wednesday. Then on Friday, thank God I felt better because I had an unboxing to do. So I needed to be, up. So I was outside. I mean, as long as the weather is beautiful as it is right now, I'm trying to do my unboxings outside just because of the lighting being so much better out there. I mean, you can actually see the colors the way they are. Usually I will go to the window so that you can see it. But being outside is just a lot better. Another color that I already had, but this looks like. Is this a very different? We have to see. I have to see if the color is way off. Because if it is, I'm gonna need another bag. I don't know. Tell me, do you just dump them in together or do you have different bags? No, they're basically the same. It's okay. I have seen other people doing these kit down in chat and the colors are way different. Yeah. It's a... No, I can't really see the difference. And usually I can see colors very good, so I guess it's okay. The next color is also in my bag. Let's see. I need to do this one because that isn't. But yeah, then I did my unboxing. I did the Tweety something, the one with 1,000 colors in it, very bright and very happy. And oh, I can't wait to do that one because there are so many ABs in that one. I was like, wow, that many ABs. I mean, the white AB is basically all around Tweety. Wow. There were 4 big bags of 141. I mean, I don't think I have seen an AB with that many color in it. The same color, I mean. You can have a lot of ABs, but I haven't seen another unboxing or anything where they had 4 bags of 141. Again, I mean, I might just not have seen it. That is totally possible, but I was blown away. Yeah. That was Friday. On Saturday, I was supposed to have read a fairy tale, but I have forgotten that my sister-in-law were coming to visit us after she visited my mother-in-law. And yeah, I forgot that. So all of a sudden, I was in a hurry, and I forgot to read the fairy tale. And I'm very sorry if you were looking forward to it. Yeah, I am sorry. So let's see. Let's see. Now I need... This is where we get all the fun. I need to see. We have 33 for 34. Sorry for my horrible writing. We have 435, 436, and 437. Okay. First up, we have the 433. I wonder if a lot of these kits were from the basically same time. Dear God. Yeah, that had to happen, didn't it? I mean, I am such a klutz, so that was an accident waiting to happen. Well, yeah, I told you, I'm a klutz. So yeah, we had David's sister over on Saturday, and it was nice. We were, you know, talking about everything and nothing, and their mother and my brother-in-law. Um, and David and I made the most amazing Italian dish. This is one of those dishes that I could make every week or every other day just because it's so delicious. And it's so easy. I mean, it takes a little while because of all the cutting you need to do, which is, it's Italian. You need to do all the cutting of stuff. I mean, but it's so good. And David's sister loved it, so that is a good thing. And then we had said to her she's lactose intolerant, so we have told her, we need to put creme fraise in the dish. So she had these little pills that she's taking whenever, people are making something with a milk product in it. But, I am trying my best to find dishes that doesn't have milk products in it. Just because, I want people to be comfortable eating here. I mean, back when my father-in-law still lived, he was 100% vegetarian. So I always made vegetarian food for him. I mean, David and his siblings grew up, well, David grew up 100% as a vegetarian, and his sibling most of their lives, I think. And I actually love vegetarian food. So David and I get that a lot. Well, not a lot, but often. Just because it's so delicious. And you get a lot of taste in your food. But yeah, that Italian one was delicious. Then when we looked, this is a HelloFresh recipe that we did, and then we saved all these recipes we got when we were receiving HelloFresh boxes. So we were looking through all the recipes, and we were like, oh yeah, we also have this one and this one. There is one of them that is called a Buddha bowl, where you basically, I can't remember what carbon they're using, but it tastes amazing, and it is actually vegetarian. I think it's even vegan, to be honest with you. But that is one of those that we can eat twice a week or something. So I'm going to need 471 and 498. I'm trying to look through which ones I have in the box. I mean, there's no need to make new bags if it isn't needed. So yeah, but then I decided, to make dessert a little easier on her bowel and her internal system. So I had bought vegan ice cones for dessert. And also because I wanted to try this brand myself. And there you had a good, reason to do it. So I bought one with blackberries. Isn't that the one? I think it's blackberries. And then one with caramel. And oh my God, I only got the one with caramel in it, and I love it. I need to have that one again. I mean, we still have some of them left in the freezer, but dear God, now I know that that brand is amazing. So I'm gonna need to have more in our house. So yeah, usually I'm not that much into vegan, but if you want, you know, ice cream without lactose in it, you basically has to go vegan. And as long as I don't have to eat vegan all the time, no, I don't have one in here. I don't know, for some reason I didn't put dryer sheet in all these little containers. I don't know why. But yeah, that ice cream, and I don't think you can get that one outside of Denmark because it is a Danish brand called, well, directly translated, it's called Natural. And they make so many different tastes that I might have to try all of them eventually. Just, to make sure that I like all of them. Okay, so we have no 600 in here. That means I'm going to have to write a lot of numbers here. That is okay. I have a lot of 500 over here, but no 600. So we have 640. So then on Sunday, I had my live, which was a lot of fun. I mean, I love my lives. And, most people come by and they have fun. And, I try to make my followers, my subscribers, get a say on what we're talking about. They get to ask questions and, say, oh, I have this topic I want to ask people to answer and talk about, which I love. We have Francesca Studio Arts. No, Francesca Studio Works. And she recently opened her shop. And she always have these amazing questions about, what drills do people prefer? If people have tried the oldest Diamond Art Club drills, where they were a mix of 9 and 13, and how they liked those. Then we went to how people like the 13 faceted Diamond Art Club drills, and then the 20 faceted. How people would, can you please, from 1 to 10, tell me which ones you liked, or how you would rate these drills and everything. And she has the best, questions I find. So yes, she is. I love having Francesca in my lives, just because, she is making it interesting. She's making people think about it, how we like to diamond paint and what is to our likings. So yeah. And then, for some reason we end up talking about drinks or foods, or I don't know. I mean, usually we end up talking about a specific topic. A few weeks ago it was losing a parent, it was a tough one, but I felt that it was needed. You know, a lot of my followers have lost a parent, which is horrible. So, and it felt like, my life, my channel was a safe space where they could talk about it. I think it started when Lisette Craft and Tells talked about her event in October, I think, where you were going to do a canvas that has a special meaning to you. And she talked about the canvas that she was going to do this year in honor of her mom, who died recently, about a year ago. And then others asked about that event and talked about, oh, I would love to do this canvas for that event if I can join it, and why, I would do that in honor of my mom, my dad, or my grandparent that died. And I mean, it was a sad kind of good feeling. Does it make sense? I mean, yes, it was sad, but at the same time, it was supportive, I don't know. You should have been there, I think. Yeah. I think people should have been there to get how it was. But yeah, the live was as always. It was great. I love my lives. And I'm always, I wonder who's going to be there this time. Yeah, so that was Sunday. And after that, I wasn't really doing a whole lot. I was diamond painting, trying to finish my secret garden. I had this idea that I wanted to be finished by today, except for the drills that I'm missing. So I have worked quite a lot on that one, which is fun. I mean, all of a sudden you can work quite fast if you set your mind onto it. And it also helped that my last row was kind of fast because it was smaller than the other rows. So that was helpful. And also I had quite a lot of color blocking, which is, helping along when you're doing a confetti heavy diamond painting. Then color blocking is a big help. So yeah. But now it's done, except for the ones I'm missing. Wait. 677. I had a drill left in the box. Where did you go? There. I don't know why that happens. Not a lot, but every now and then I will, kit down, and when I'm going to remove all the stickers, I find several drills that I didn't, got into the bag or whatever. And every time I'm like, I wonder what happened since it didn't get out, because I usually shake them a little, but anyway. So we have 727. So for the past, I don't know, week and a half, I have been on Zoom quite a lot. talking with other creative diamond painters and crochet and cross stitchers. And it is really, really, really nice because, sometimes we don't say anything at all. We just work together and people, come and go as they have time. I try to stop by, late at the evening my time so that, I don't have a lot of things to do and I can, talk to people until I have to go to bed. And some of them have already had their dinners and stuff like that. So it's nice and easy. And yeah. There is another Danish girl in there as well, but we aren't there at the same time very often, which is kind of sad. But we were, one of the times I was in there, the other ones wrote her and said, Mia is in here. If you want to meet the Danish girl, come, come. So she actually, stopped by for, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And everybody was like, oh, you can talk in Danish. I think that is easier. We're just going to sit here working. And so we talked in Danish for a while. And I always feel so bad if I'm around, Americans or British people or Canadians, just where they don't understand my language. And I just talk Danish. I mean, that isn't very nice, I think. I mean, it might just be me and that I am totally weird. That it is all in my head. I need to see if some of these colors nope. So that I can, get them written on before I get there. So yeah, I don't like when people do that. It's the same, here in Denmark. If people from other parts of the world, no matter where, are talking their own language in front of me so that I don't understand. One thing is if you just have to translate, that is okay. But if you're plain out talking, have entire conversations, I find that a little rude. Because, I mean, then I'm just sitting there wondering, do they talk about me or my family? I find that a little rude. And I don't know, do you? How do you feel about that? People talking a different language in front of you, and it isn't just, translating. Do you have an issue with that, or am I just being weird again? I mean, I know I'm weird. I feel quite confident about that. But I like being weird. It's who I am. I must be weird, right? I have a rare disease, rare condition, rare I heard someone called me, it said it is disabled, which might be the right term, that I have a disability. And yeah, that might be right. At the same time, I'm like, yeah, what? I'm just differently abled, I don't like the disabled because that means that there is something wrong with me. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm just differently abled from everybody else, but I'm still capable. It might just be different how other people are capable of doing things. And who knows, I might be able to do things other people's can't. Like, for instance, I am hypermobile. That means I can move my joints and my, you know, like getting my thumb up to my arm, like this. And I can overstretch my knees so that it looks like they're bending backwards. And I can stand and almost move my arms 3/4 round. When I was a child, I could get my legs up behind my shoulders, stuff like that. I can't do that anymore. Sadly, the body gets stiffer as you get older. That is just part of growing up, I think. But yeah, so differently abled. I try when I see kids that is hypermobile, I try talking to them, explaining that they need to be careful how much they do stuff, because if they overdo it, they will end up like me in a lot of pain and with a very stiff body, because I overdid it. I found it very, very funny to do stuff other people couldn't do. And that kind of ruined my body. It didn't ruin it, but it didn't make it any better. So yeah, that is. I try to talk to people about that, to to make sure that they don't make the same mistakes I did. And you can call it a mistake or you can call it whatever you want. I mean, sometimes it misguided concern. Oh, young people think that, they can do anything, which they can. They can totally do anything they want to, but, they need people around them that can help them, understand why some movements aren't okay. It's the same if you have young people, little children, and you see them sit with their legs in a W. You see they have their legs out and then they're sitting, they actually make a W. They have their legs go like this. You need to stop them, because that is so bad for their joints, in their hips and in their knees, because they're totally overstretching. And for us who has hypermobility, that is a great position to sit in, because it doesn't hurt at all and it's relaxing. Trust me, I've been sitting like that a gazillion times, just because it's relaxing and it doesn't hurt at all, but it is really, really bad. And I have been talking to a lot of parents about that. Again, because when you grow up, your hips get into issues. I mean, hips that are getting stiff isn't a lot of fun, let me tell you. So, yeah. I mean, not a lot of people appreciate the concern or the help you're trying to give them. And that is more than okay. I just, I tell them I'm not here to tell you what to do and not to do. I'm just giving you some advice, because this is what happened to me, since I did as you did when I was young. Sometimes they listen and sometimes they don't. And that is, that's their choice. I tried, and that is all I can do. Even parents, they don't always agree on getting some advice from another person. Not everybody likes people to butt in and how to raise their kids, which isn't what I'm doing. I'm basically, again giving an advice on how to help the children avoid, you know, um, having having mobility issues when they grow up. And I would absolutely have wished somebody told me that when I was younger. But you didn't know about it back then. I mean, nobody knew that you could basically ruin your body if you were hypermobile. Nobody. Because back then it was just fun that I could do stuff that other people couldn't. And it was like, oh, do that again. Oh, that looks so cool. Can you do that with your hands again? Can you do that with your knees? And what else can you do? Making it into a game to see what could people do. Even if there were more people who had that hypermobility, it was like, oh, so you can do this. What can you do then? And it wasn't evil in any way. It was just misguided. And nobody stopped us by saying, ooh, you might not want to do that. Because when you get older, which is, it is what it is, but today we know so much more. Thank God we do that, because I wouldn't want my life on anybody else. I know, 98% of my life is caused by my Klippel fail syndrome. I know that. But some of it does actually come from being hypermobile. It is a lovely, lovely mix. So yeah, that's just the way it is. And I see, the funny part is I wouldn't really want it any other way, because I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't have all of this going on in my life, Who would I have become if my life had been different? I don't know. So wait, I need from 141. No, 841, sorry. If you're watching this and go, no, you didn't. 841. 844. I have been considering, to put little pieces of cardboard or something into these bags so that they can stand more on their own. But again, I'm still, trying to figure out how to do all of this. So, yeah, I'm still learning. And I might change everything up again. You never know. 895. Oh, hold on. Need to move it around. 895. Okay. So yeah. So what was that? What did I get to? I don't know. So yesterday was Tuesday. What did I do Monday? Not much, I think. No, I think I was diamond painting. And where were we? I don't know. We must have been somewhere. We might have been shopping or something. Oh no, it was a holiday. Well, at least half a holiday here in Denmark. So we were what were we doing? We were relaxing most of the day, and then we went to visit David's mom, my mother-in-law, because apparently she had had a very bad day on Sunday and in the nights as well. She has been very mistrusting of everybody. She had said that people wanted to poison her so she wouldn't eat their food. She tried to get away from the home, you know. Thank God we had put extra protection on her garden door because she tried to open that one and get away. But since that isn't possible for her, she tries to get out of the windows instead, which she doesn't succeed in it, thank God. But yeah. So yeah, we came Monday evening after she had her, was it after? Yeah, after she had her dinner, because usually she is a little more, you know, relaxed when she had eaten and back in her room. But it was a different kind of visit than usual. She was seeing her deceased husband David's dad all over, and she talked about him, and now he's doing this, and why can't you see him, and but he's right there. And you know, us trying to, well, we haven't seen him in many years, and you know, he is over at the cemetery in their old town. And she was confused about that, because why can't you see him? He's standing right there, and I need to go out and help him in the garden. And you know, just very agitated. And yeah, I mean, I feel so bad for her when she has days like that. I wish I could take it away from her, because at the same time she is kind of aware that something isn't, you know, totally right. Because then all of a sudden she's like, I see stuff that isn't here, right? And I try very hard not to make, you know, her feel like she is wrong in any way. I try to ask her, you know, she told me once that when she looks at things, the one that is, you know, kind of see-through isn't really there. So that's what I'm trying, you know. So the things that you see, are they solid? And she goes, no, not really. And I tell her, can you remember you told me that was the way you could distinguish if things were real or not real, that if they weren't really solid, then you could tell yourself that they weren't real and they weren't really here. And she was like, oh yeah, that's right. But then sadly 2 minutes later she had forgotten it again. But you know, and eventually both David and I just, you know, let her talk about it, because apparently that is where her head is that day. And I mean, we can't change that. We can try to guide her a little, you know, but when she is in her own little world, that is okay too. I mean, again, we are not there to make her feel wrong in any way. So, you know, We are trying to help her all we can, but sometimes it isn't something we can do. So yeah. Then on Monday evening, I talked to her about that chair training again Tuesday morning. And she was like, oh yeah, we can do that. And when, I have to get up earlier than usual to go to the care facility where she lives to take her to that chair training. So, yeah. So when I got there yesterday, she was still sleeping. So I basically, went in, looked at her sleeping, turned around, and walked out again. And, went shopping for a few little things that we needed and drove home, which was a little. So I got up for nothing really. I mean, I do this for her, and I know that she has her own, she doesn't have a normal rhythm. I mean, even David and I doesn't have a normal day rhythm. I know that. But yeah, what was that? 4:40, 9:48. So I need these two. Sorry, I'm trying to mark these ahead a little. So yeah, so I went out, did some grocery shopping, and then went home. David went to ride his bike, and what did I do? I think I went to take a nap, just to, because I went up that early. So I got up an hour early, okay? But I don't know if you know this, if you get up before you used to, you feel it in your body. So, I was like, yeah, I need some sleep here. Which was, I got an hour and a half maybe, which was great. Then David was home again, took a shower, and we were just, talking, and we were preparing for him to go to work, and that was basically that. So when he left, yeah, I diamond painted, and I talked to people and tried to finish this one. I mean, I slept a lot since, when David left too, because normally I would just have, finished whatever and then made my Wip Chat, but I was totally busted. That is sometimes what happens if I get up earlier, especially if I have had some days with bad sleep. That doesn't make it any easy at all. So yeah, I was sleeping a lot, which is why I ended up deciding to postpone my Wip Chat for today, to today. And here we are. I have so I finished my diamond painting just before beginning to film this Wip Chat. So basically 5 minutes before starting this filming, I ended my diamond painting. And yay! So now I get to film this video. Oh, no. Sorry, everything ran off here. Where did it go? Right there. Some of the baggies fell out from where they were supposed to be over here. And yeah, sorry about that. I was just, yikes, please don't do that. I need things to be at the right spot, please. So yeah. And earlier today, David helped me get a bike ready to sell, my old bike. And I put it on Marketplace on Facebook. And some people wrote me. One of the first one wanted to, can I reserve it for a few hours, blah, blah. And I told her yes. Then some more people wrote to me, and I said, okay, I just need to honor this promise I made. And yeah, she backed off, which is, that is what happens. But now I'm waiting for people, I wrote the other people right away, told them, she backed off, and are you still interested? And I mean, I might have lost them, that is what happens every now and then. But, I'm pretty sure that I will sell it. I mean, it is a decent bike. It has some scratches on the bike, but hold on. Yeah. I just confused myself. But yeah. I mean, hopefully it'll be gone soon. And then a little later today, I am going to try ear acupuncture. Also here in Denmark, it is called NADA. A lady wrote in a local Facebook group that she had, finished her education. In Denmark, you need to educate yourself to be able to do this to other people. So she needed someone to practice on until her education will be over 100% in about 4 months. So, I was like, yeah, please, I might need that. And I wrote to her, okay, I have to ask, because I'm getting to get weaned off of my methadone, I might, get withdrawal system. Is that something that you might have learned about, and or is it just that every needle is in the same place no matter what? So she wrote me back, it was super sweet, and was like, yeah, that is just basically one of the needles that I have to remove a little, and then it will help you with withdrawal systems. And that she was very happy that I wrote to her so that we could work on this together. So that is amazing. And also she lives quite close, not just around the corner, but it'll take me maybe 10 minutes to drive there. Other than that, I would have had to go to the pain clinic for this treatment, and that would have been almost an hour in a car. And I can imagine that with withdrawal symptoms, that wouldn't have been a whole lot of fun. I can imagine, at least. So yeah, so now I can tell them at the pain clinic, you know, if this happens, I have somebody nearby that can help me. And hopefully that will be something they appreciate so that I don't have to go there every time. 37. Because I really, really don't want to drive an hour. Maybe every week or how often they want me to go. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of, you know, I'm a little nervous because I have several things going against me for this one. One, I have a phobia against needles, okay? And then I don't like people touching my ears. So, yeah, I'm kind of nervous, you know, hopefully it'll be okay. I won't have any issues with it. And I'm just gonna sit on my hands when she's going to touch my ears so that I don't punch her in the face, which I don't want to do. So badly don't want to do that. But yeah. Oh, I had that color as well. That's good. I'm almost done, people. But I have also been talking about an hour by now, so I think I'm going to you know, get all done with this, and then we'll just have a little longer Wip and Chat, Kit Down and Chat than usual. I hope that'll be okay. Wait, did I just... Oh my god, I just poured the drills from the bag into the container instead of the other way around. Oh my goodness. That is so typical me. But yeah, we're gonna do the last 4 colors. See how that is going. 38.55. Let that dry for a second. So yeah, I'm really, you know, hoping that everything will be fine and that, you know, that it is something that I will really, really like and do again. Because one, it is quite cheap. I mean, it's very, very cheap considering the normal price. And I hope that she might, you know, I'm going to ask her that when she's done, what her price will be. Because if this is something that I can do, I mean, if I can do it both with the needles and the touching my ears, that might be something that I'd be willing to do every now and again, you know, just for the sake of my health, because everybody has told me that it is very good for stress and stuff like that. So, I mean, if that would be possible for me, then yay. I mean, I can't even, because I have so much stress in my body that if I'd be able to get some of it out with this ear acupuncture, I don't know, I might need to hug and kiss her, you know? That would be so amazing. I don't even know what to do. I mean, I wouldn't even know what to do with my body if that would be possible. But let's see. Let's take it one day at a time here. I mean, I might do a Instagram update when I'm back home again, just to tell everybody, hey, this was a success, or no, this didn't work at all, you know? I mean, at least I can say I tried it. I don't think I will ever do normal acupuncture because that is basically all over your body. But I hope that this ear acupuncture is going to work for me. Look, we're all done. Yay! So that means that I will end this women chat. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you're okay with it being a little longer. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up before you head out. And you can always answer some of my gazillion questions down in the comment field. And again, if you aren't already subscribed and you got this far, the odds are you might want going to like my content. So please subscribe down there, push the bell, choose all, and you will get notified whenever I put up new videos. I have my women chats, then I have unboxings on Fridays usually. On Saturdays I have my fairy tale readings where I read Hans Christian Andersen, and on Sundays I have my lives, and I really, really hope that you'll consider joining them because, like I told you, they are a lot of fun, and you as my subscribers has a lot to say in about what we're talking about. So yeah, that is it for today, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. See you in my next video. Bye, everybody. Bye. Love you all.